Hi, this is Dee at Aloha Astro. Let's take a look at the forecast for the moon transiting Aquarius on Tuesday, November 25th. Brings a mix of magnetic, opportunistic, unpredictable, and deceptive energy that is neither all good nor all bad, but behooves you to pay attention and maintain an independent and skeptical perspective concerning anyone and anything until you have enough data to make an informed decision or enough time has passed for trust to be established and boundaries relaxed or merged. As the moon joins Pluto in Aquarius, forming a pressure-producing T-square aspect pattern with Jupiter retrograde in Cancer and Chiron retrograde in Aries, while participating in several supportive aspect patterns, excuse me, including a grand trine, a kite, a mystic rectangle, and a castle. Mercury retrograde in Scorpio conjunct Venus in Scorpio, and the Sun in Sagittarius oppose Uranus retrograde in Taurus, highlighting trust issues, greed, and poor impulse control. Not everyone is out to cheat you, but if you are naturally gullible, the cheaters may be more attuned to you being an easy mark, and more likely to seize their chance when your guard is down. Mars in Sagittarius squaring Saturn conjunct Neptune, both retrograde in Pisces, indicate that a fool and his money are soon parted, and people will believe what they want to believe. But the Moon conjunct Pluto and Mercury and Venus quincunx to Chiron are giving you the chance to use your innate intelligence and instinct to counteract naivety and foolishness. Expect the universe or others to play tricks on you, and you should be able to see them in the making, and perhaps even turn them to your advantage. Do not be too free with your ideas, money, or energy, unless you know you can trust the person or organization desiring those things from you. Don't allow your own integrity to slip, because nothing done in secret today will stay secret for long. So it is an interesting day, as it has been for a while, because we have a very scattered sky, planets everywhere, lots of aspect patterns, both supportive and some conflict, challenge, tension, activation. With all these long blue lines, you see all the trines. We've got grand trine going on in here. We have a mystic rectangle. We've got two kites. We've got a castle going on. Then we have this freestanding quincunx by itself. We've got a T-square with Pluto and the Moon, Chiron, and Jupiter. And then we have a opposition that is outside of the two oppositions within the mystic rectangle, where Uranus is making that opposition to Mercury and Venus. It pulls in a little tighter into that mystic rectangle with the Sun in Sagittarius. Definitely those who are already quite sharp and looking for the loopholes and looking for a way to get themselves ahead by cutting corners or deceiving others are more likely to look for those opportunities to take advantage. It's going to enhance those qualities today. So we've got the enhancement of some of the shadow energy, but we also have enhancement of the lighter energy as well. What it really comes down to is intelligence, instinct, and we all have it to a certain degree. Everybody's got all 12 signs in their natal chart. Everybody has the planet Mercury for communication and thought. Everybody has the planets that would be enhancing the intuition today, or the instinct, would be the water placements, where we have Mercury and Venus in Scorpio, Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, Jupiter in Cancer. And then we have the ruler of Scorpio, Pluto, being joined by the moon. And that's in an intellectual air sign. So we have that fact-finding energy as well as the ability to perceive beyond our own limitations or the limitations of others, and get down to what is hidden, or get down to what is the truth of something. Because Pluto is in a minor grand trine with Uranus, which rules Aquarius. Pluto's in Aquarius, the moon's in Aquarius, there's the ruler, Uranus in Taurus, very materially minded, grounded earth sign, unstable planet. So we have a mix of energy coming from this particular planet. This is where it's not either all good or all bad. Yes, there can be things that are tricky or deceptive or greedy or unethical or questionable, where trust is going to be an issue. Trust, betrayal, that's that opposition. But that planet is also interacting in a supportive way with Jupiter in a sign that has to do with sharing and nurturing, and Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, which is going to look at the higher side or wants to see the good in everything and in everybody, and encourages things like patience, forgiveness, kindness, empathy. Uranus is also supporting Pluto and the moon. Overall, I think the thing to watch out for the most is actually Mars in Sagittarius squaring Saturn and Neptune. This is where there can be a denial of the reality of things, the decision to go ahead and do something even though maybe you know what the outcome could be and that it might result in some loss or you being played for a fool. There's just a certain amount of devil may care energy here with Mars and Sagittarius squaring Saturn and Neptune, and a preference for believing what you would want to believe. Now, if you are in a business that involves marketing to others, this is actually a day where you can apply a lot of persuasion, a lot of imagery, a lot of the right words to say. And if your end goal is to convince somebody of something, whether it's the best thing for them or not, you would have the advantage. You would be able to do something like that. But then again, how will you feel if you do that? A little bit of values, morals, what's ethical, what isn't, comes into play today. And it could be that what the moon is doing with Pluto is bringing you to an awareness of what you will or will not abide by in your own moral code and in your own actions, what you think, feel, say, how you interact with others. So perhaps there would be changes also that are open to you today if you are wanting to turn over a new leaf, behave in a different way, take the higher road. Those are all possibilities as well. All right, I think that's it for today. And it will be a potent day for sure. Interesting day, most likely. Probably busy from the perspective of preparing for a holiday if you're here in the United States. A day with a lot of running around, shopping, errands, or traveling to your destination for Thanksgiving. If you are traveling, remember Mercury is retrograde. It is opposing Uranus retrograde. Give yourself plenty of time to get to where you need to go. And be patient. Be patient with others. Take care, stay safe. I'll be back again tomorrow.